Hello guys, my name is Krisha and I pursued my law from Campus Law Center, University of Delhi. You must have heard about the term LPA, which is Letters Patent Appeal, but there always remains some cloudiness on this topic that what is LPA, why this term named so, and why the jurisdiction of LPA is available only in some of the high courts and not across all the high courts of India. So first of all, coming to the question that what is LPA? LPA, which is Letters Patent Appeal, is a special type of jurisdiction under which a litigant can challenge a judgment passed by a single judge bench of the High Court before the division judge bench of the same High Court. Now, why this letters patent is termed so? The reason dates back to the Chartered Act of 1861 when the High Courts of Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras were established. The Charter Act just prepared a hollow framework of these high courts and entrusted the crown with the power and with the authority to fill up this vacancy, to fill up this hollowness by issuing various letters patents. Now, letters patent is a combination of two Latin words, litera and pateri. I may be wrong with the pronunciation of these words, but what litera means is a letter and pateri is an open document which is available before public for their general inspection. Therefore, the letters patent was an authority and authoritative document which was issued by the Crown and were made available before the public at large for their inspection. The availability of these documents before public at large was important because of the legal maxim ignorantia juris non excusat, which means ignorance of law is no excuse before the eyes of law. Now, by issuing these letters patent, the Crown decided upon the jurisdiction, scope, and power of the High Courts, and one of the jurisdiction was of the appeal, which empowered a litigant to challenge the judgment passed by the single judge bench before the division bench of the same High Court. So, therefore, these jurisdiction came to be termed as letters patent appeal. Now, coming to the question that why this letters patent jurisdiction is available only in some of the high courts and not before all the high courts of India. There are only 6 high courts which have this special jurisdiction. One is High Court of Bombay, Madras, Calcutta, High Court of Judicature at Allahabad, and High Court of Judicature at Patna. These high courts were established in the pre-constitutional era, and this jurisdiction was endowed upon these high courts by issuing the letters patents. Therefore, they were called letters patent appeal. Now the question arises that even after the enactment of constitution, why such pre-constitutional powers are prevalent? The Article 225 of the Indian Constitution covers this topic. This specific article states that the jurisdiction vested upon the chartered high courts will continue to prevail if such power is not repealed by the legislation enacted thereafter. So this is the reason that why these high courts still have the jurisdiction of LPA. But there is one more high court which has a jurisdiction, but it was established after the Constitution of India. I am talking about the Honorable Delhi High Court. The Honorable Delhi High Court was established by the Delhi High Court Act of 1966. The section 10 of this act is very important for the topic, as the section 10 states that an appeal from the judgment passed by a single judge bench shall lie before the division bench of the same court. So this provision is pari materia to the LPA jurisdiction of the chartered high courts. Therefore, this particular section, section 10 of the Delhi High Court Act, empowered the Delhi High Court with the special jurisdiction of LPA. Therefore, these 6 high court still enjoys the jurisdiction of LPA and the others high court lack such jurisdiction. So this was everything which I had to share on this topic of LPA, and I will be sharing some similar interesting topics on this channel. If you are interested to know about more such topics, you may consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you.